Hey everyone! Today I want to talk about the topic of writing down dreams. Um, I heard that doing this exercise is very good for you. First of all, because it helps you to remember your dreams. Also, because if you write them down, then it's easier to analyze them and just to see whether the dream had anything to do with what you did the day before, whether it was a movie that you saw, whether it was a place that you went, or something that you talked about right before you went to sleep, or whether it's your unconscious that's telling you something, or just something that your unconscious was thinking about. So I've been trying to do this exercise and write down my dreams whenever I wake up. The problem is that I have several dreams throughout the night, not just one. So when I do wake up in the middle of the night, a lot of times I don't really feel like writing them down. And I would just think, oh, maybe I'll remember when I wake up the next morning. And of course, when I do wake up the next morning, I don't remember it. And usually I would just remember about a dream that I just had. Many times I tried writing them down, but it wasn't very successful. I would forget, or I would just, when I am writing it down, my thoughts are going faster than my hand could write them. And by the time that my writing gets to the point, I had already forgotten about it. Dreams seem almost like a fleeting thought where I would remember a lot of it, but as the minutes go by, I remember less and less. I'd say maybe not even 10 minutes, and I'd already forget my dreams. So another thing that I decided to do is to start recording them. And that I found to be a lot easier, because when I record them, I could speak a lot faster than I can write. Not only that, when I do wake up in the middle of the night and it's some dream that I really want to remember, I just have to pick up the voice recorder and talk into it and remember the dream. Now, the interesting thing about this, I noticed, is that when I do record them, I remember the dream a lot more, and I actually barely even have to listen back to it, and I'd remember it for at least a couple days. Versus if I was to not record it at all, let's say I wake up and I have to get ready for work, and I don't have time to record it, then I don't remember it at all, even if I try to remember it again a few minutes later. So it's interesting that when I talk about it, it helps me to remember it better than if I am to just think about it. And also I was just wondering if there's anyone out there who actually writes down their dreams diligently every morning. And when you started it, did you notice any changes? Did it seem like your dreams were more vivid? Did it seem like you were able to remember all of your dreams better? Because that's what I heard. And I also heard that it's like an exercise. So the more you do that, the better you get. So I just wanted to know if that's true and if you could really remember all the dreams a lot better, or actually even have more vivid dreams. Another person that comes to mind, of course, is Salvador Dali, who I've been told draws things from his dreams, and that he tries to remember every single detail in his drawings. Every line, every shadow, every object, he'll try to recreate in his paintings what he saw in his dream. And I thought that was very interesting, because when I tried it, of course, it was very difficult, and I actually couldn't remember a lot of the details. I imagine it probably takes a long time to practice that and to be able to actually remember everything in a dream. So that's another thing I want to talk about. Oh, and also, please pardon if I'm rambling or if I'm just talking, because usually I do have a script, but this time I thought that it might be better just to have you listen to how my thoughts are without actually reading from a script. That way you could kind of hear how an ENFJ thinks or speaks during normal times. Okay, if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to let me know. Alright, thank you.